Well, it's the end of another day, and I'm here just catching the last of the sunset. I'm wild camping again tonight because one, I kind of wanted to, and two, because there's no campsites at all in the area, um, and even if there were, I'm not sure they would actually be open because it seems like a lot of stuff at this time of the year is closed. Now that the peak season is finished. So, yeah, today has been a good day, but really nothing too much to talk about. There wasn't any interesting interactions, really. Wasn't any interesting landscape. It was all pretty flat, and I was off the coast most of the day, riding through like olive orchards and other fruit farms. I saw lots of kiwi fruits, and I tried to eat one, but they're not ripe, unfortunately. So I just ended up getting some kiwi stuck in my teeth. So that was a fail. Um, but yeah, what happened? I been listening to my audiobook, which I mentioned this morning. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, and it's a very interesting book. He's just kind of getting into the point now where he's starting to talk about how to actually do the stuff that he's talking about. Up until now, it's been a lot of just kind of background knowledge and theory. And actually, what he's suggesting is you can change your mind through meditation, and I'm kind of glad that he said that because I agree with him. I agree with the idea, and a lot of the rest of the book is a bit kind of pseudo-sciencey, and I was a little bit worried that he wasn't going to have any concrete stuff in the book, but I think, yeah, meditation does work, and it is a very effective way of changing how you think about yourself and the world. So, yeah, I'm curious to learn about how he thinks you should do it, because I've only really had access or exposure to the Vipassana style of meditation, which is quite intense, and I think there's probably better ways of doing it. So, yeah, keen to learn more about that tomorrow. Um, yeah, I stopped for lunch in a small town around like 1:30, and there was a fairly large like restaurant open. I was hoping to get some lunch there, but when I asked if they had any food, the guy was just like, "Not at this time." I'm like, "Oh, okay, sorry." Like, yeah, I guess 1:30 is when everything closes down, and actually, so I got an espresso. He was happy to serve me an espresso, but I had that, and I was about to cross over the road to go to the supermarket when I saw that they had just closed as well, and I looked at the door, and they were closed from, I think, 1:30 to 5:30. That's the siesta time, I guess. But I saw they were still inside, so I knocked on the door and asked if they were open, and they did let me in, and I did a quick shop, bought a few supplies, and had some lunch. Had some nice wraps with Greek feta cheese and like stuffed like peppers with rice and olive oil, which was really good. And they were kind of laughing at me because I was asking them, is it normal that everything is closed at this time? And they said, yes, this is when everyone else is having lunch or resting. So, silly, ignorant foreigner doesn't understand the ways of Greece. So maybe tomorrow I'll learn my lesson and try and find lunch a bit earlier. Um, or maybe I'll just make someone stay open again for me. We'll see. Um, and then yeah, continued riding for a few hours after that. I was quite in a good mood because I was enjoying listening to the book. But yeah, there wasn't really much to talk about really. I was just listening to the book. That's what made the day interesting for me. And then I got to this other small town, which is on the beach, which is kind of where I am now, and stopped and got some more supplies at the supermarket. And then I wanted some ice cream because that's my tradition now. And again, there was a guy at the front of a restaurant, like a dessert place, sweeping around and cleaning up, and I asked him if he had any ice cream, and he said yes, and he took me like out the back of the restaurant where everything was, and he like opened up the fridge, and there was like a bunch of tubs of ice cream, so he scooped out a few scoops for me. But yeah, there's just no one here. Like, it feels like the whole country is empty, and there's like just dozens of restaurants I've ridden past that are just completely empty, and there's like either like no one there, or there's like one or two workers just sitting outside on their phones with nothing to do. So yeah, the places that are still open will be closed very shortly, I imagine. Because yeah, there's just no one here, which is crazy because the weather is perfect. Like, yeah, today and well, really the whole time I've been in Greece, it's been really nice and sunny, not too hot but not too cold, hasn't rained at all. So, you know, it's a perfect time to be here actually. But there's no one, so that's good. And actually, yeah, it was really nice today because I was riding off road and doing a bit of gravel riding and through to the orchards and stuff, and I don't think I saw anyone for a couple of hours, and that was really cool. Actually, there was no cars at all, which is yeah, a nice change from the last couple of days. But yeah, not much to say really. I found a little spot for my tent in the forest here, just off the main road, so hopefully that should be okay. There was a guy kind of riding around in his scooter before, herding his sheep, and he had a look at me, and I'm not sure if he realized what I'm doing, but hopefully he doesn't come back and kick me out later. I'm sure it'll be fine. If not, I'll tell you about it tomorrow. So that's it.